everyone. So just like I promised you guys before, I'm gonna have another anime review for you guys today, and this time it's gonna be on the movie Attack on Titan Part 2. So I promised you guys after I saw Part 1 that I was going to watch Part 2, although I wasn't that excited about it. Yeah. Let me just say that Part 2 was bad. Even my friend that I saw it with who actually enjoyed Part 1, even that person didn't like it either. Part 2, let me just say this for those of you guys who have saw Part 1 and are interested in seeing Part 2. Let me tell you guys now. Annie is not in it. There is no female Titan at all involved in this film. I have no idea why. I have no idea why they did not include Annie in this film, considering she is a huge part of the original, of the actual animated, of the anime. So I don't see why they would not include her into the actual show, into the movie. Not only that, but they tried to make some, like, literally what they did is they took the anime, went to a certain part, and then deviated from the original story, which would have been fine considering, I've seen shows of that before. For example, Fullmetal Alchemist did that when the manga hadn't yet finished, and they came up with their own actual ending, which is actually really neat. But this one just took a weird turn where it felt like the producers or the director or the writers of this show just literally took a turn and then fell off a cliff. Like, no joke. I feel like they fell off a cliff and crashed and burned because they made it like some weird sequence where, yes, there are multiple Titans in the movie itself, but it's just weird of who is the Titans, and like they're all fighting the colossal Titan, which from my recollection going off of the manga, it's completely different, and I'm not going to do any spoilers for those of you guys who do not read the manga, but it just made zero sense. Like I said before, Levi is not in this film. Annie is not in this film. I didn't like the sub characters that they have involved in here, like the ones you're supposed to really, really like. They're not in it, or they're in it, but they're not likable. I still don't like how Mikasa is. She's very cold. She's not really there for Eren, and she's still kind of like this weird damsel in distress, even though she's supposed to be looking out for Eren, but she's kind of not. They're making Eren more so of the hero. The way Eren changes into a Titan is very, very strange. It is not like how it is in the show, and they don't show how he like tries and fails to turn into a Titan. It's like literally like he turned into a Titan, got in trouble with the court about the fact that he can turn into a Titan, and they're trying to figure out what to do with him. To him trying having to fight, and then somehow he's able to turn into a Titan again without a trial and error period. He just all of a sudden was like, "Oh, I'm going to try that too," and look, I turned into a Titan, and it's like, dude, that makes no sense. Not only that, but the character Eren, it's like he can fight, but he can't fight. But it didn't make much sense. So as you guys remember, when Eren started off as a kid, kids were not scared of Eren. They were scared of Mikasa. Eren in the movie is very much like he's supposed to be some tough guy that can really, really fight. No, we saw him get his butt kicked in the movie by the guy that's supposed to be Levi, but he's not. He's some other little character in the movie. Saw him get his butt kicked first as him not as a Titan, then again as a Titan. And I was just like watching the movie going, so we're going to see your butt get kicked again, because we just saw your butt get kicked first of all. He hits Mikasa, the general, and everybody was sitting around like, oh, he hit her. Crickets. They don't do anything. And I'm just like, he hit a girl. Is no one gonna attack him? No? Alright. I guess we'll continue. But it's literally like it took this weird turn. Like they went through an explanation of how the Titans actually came to be, which made zero sense because they had it where it started off as like some kind of an experiment of how they can make humans turn into Titans to be like some kind of weapon or whatever. And all of a sudden you see all these different humans turn into Titans anywhere. As, for example, they showed a little girl turn into a Titan in the grocery store. No, that's not how it works. It's just all of a sudden, like, it made zero sense. It went from Eren, like, it started off with Eren in the usuals, in where Eren's being questioned by the court about how he turned into a Titan, they want to kill him and things like that, to him all of a sudden being rescued by another Titan whom you have no idea who this Titan is. He just kind of shows up and kind of takes Eren away. to him showing up in some room with some weird music playing that's in English, and they totally misconstrued what that music, what the song meant. And then all of a sudden, Aaron's clothes are changed and he's wearing all white, and they're trying to explain to him why the Titans are how the Titans are. And then they have the squad regiment, although I might be saying this wrong, but it's supposed to be the ones that go out, and they're talking about they were disbanded. That made no sense. They never actually leave the actual city or the actual fortress, when, as everyone can remember, in the actual show, they did leave at some point to go search for more Titans, right? Yeah, that didn't happen. Then they had it when they can finally look out upon the world to which they have been afraid of because of the Titans. You see an ocean. Last I checked, y'all was on a actual, like, in the forest. Y'all wasn't on no island. It was literally, it's like they fell off a cliff and just died, whoever decided to come up with this, because it made zero sense. They didn't care. To me, I'm like this: if you're going to take a show that doesn't have an actual ending yet, yes, you can make up an ending, but at least make the ending believable. Or if you decide to do a live action of a show that's not finished and you don't mind not finishing it or leaving it off how it currently is, because the ending of Attack on Titan, it did make you want a second season, but it wasn't terribly like, but it did end. You're just like, oh man, it's a different mystery. Now I want to know what happens next. With this one, it ended and I was going, this made no sense. They kept trying to put romance involved in this, which I'm sorry. You're about to die from a Titan, but yet you're concerned about trying to who you falling in love with. Yeah, no. Then the only character that I can honestly say I actually really enjoyed was the weapons specialist, the one that really was like, I want the Titans to experiment on because I want to find out her. I don't remember her name in the actual anime, but in the live action, whomever played her. I loved her. She was a perfect character. She was very funny, kind of over the top sometimes, but she was definitely like the someone that made you laugh. Then she was your comic relief in that terrible movie. So for those of you guys who haven't seen part two, but saw part one, see part two and be very disappointed. Those of you guys who haven't seen the show at all, the movie at all at least, you can watch it and laugh, or watch it and be upset, and you will go from one moment of, oh my god, I can't believe I'm watching this, to going, they really thought this was good, to laughter because you're laughing at the weapon specialist the entire time of the show. But yeah, that is my literal review of this movie. I will have another video out for you guys on Saturday. It's going to be another discussion. And if you have something that you want me to discuss, comment it down below. By all means, I will discuss all topics related to anime if I can talk about it. But yeah, so comment that down below. Thank you guys for checking out my top 10 video with legendary Ang Wang. Sorry, I'm saying his name wrong. I apologize. I'm so sorry. But I will be coming out another video this Saturday. If you want, since Saturday is Halloween, boo, I'm going to be coming out with probably a top 10 or top 5 of my favorite thriller animes that I have seen. I have to go through my list and see which ones I've actually seen and see which ones I've actually enjoyed, and what I would rate them. So yeah, so comment down below on if you've seen part 2, what you thought of Attack on Titan. If you're planning to see it, what you hope you might see. And those of you guys who are like, don't want to see it, let me know why. But yeah, comment down below. I'm also going to have in the description box below links to all my social media accounts. Check them out. I have a Twitter, Instagram, and also I have my WordPress blog. I also have an Ask FM. I didn't put it in the last one just because I don't really use it all the time. But if you guys want, I'll add it in again. And also, for those of you guys who want to see more of my videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for all new subscribers, hi and welcome, and thank you for watching my videos, and welcome to this very crazy, wacky family of mine that I've now acquired many people of. And yeah, all right, thanks. Love all you guys. See you guys on Saturday with a new video. Love you. Bye.